Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mistica here, and I guess this is a kind of a channel update, kind of at least something to post, unfortunately for today, since my plans fell through. So, as I said in my last video of Spyro, I had mentioned that I had downloaded onto my laptop the RE4 demo, aka Resident Evil 2 demo, the one-shot demo, in hopes that I could try to record it in order to upload as a video today. That's not going to happen, unfortunately, and I was fearing this anyway, but unfortunately the game is a little too powerful, even for a demo, a little too powerful to actually run on my laptop, unfortunately. So that's not going to happen. And while I do have a PS4, I don't have any proper way to record, I guess, for my PS4 to make it work, and as far as like the demo is concerned, because while I can probably use remote play as a way to do it, the problem is my internet's basically crap, and the PS4 connecting to the laptop through remote play will not stay connected long enough to be able to even guarantee I can even record any footage and be able to guarantee I could actually get any of that done. So unfortunately, Resident Evil 2 demo not going to happen on the channel, sadly. I really wanted to, especially since I didn't watch anyone else play it. I refrained from that, but if it's not going to run, it's not going to run. And that's because I changed the settings to 30 FPS. I tried messing with all the lighting options. I tried messing with this, messing with that. And it was actually kind of funny. Once I even chose, there was an option on the game's settings that you could choose called recommended, to where you could see objects and you could see Leon looking perfectly crystal clear, awesome, but everything else around him looked like, I don't know, it looked funny, it looked like it wasn't finished. But keep in mind, it's just a demo, and of course on my computer it's probably running like crap, so that's not gonna happen. But it does, speaking of Resident Evil, it actually does remind me a little bit when it comes down to it. For those who've been following the channel long enough, you may also remember that one of the first long Let's Plays I tried to do, and I only got, like, I'd say over halfway through, was actually Resident Evil 4. And Resident Evil 4, of course, is a much older game. It was originally released back on the GameCube. I don't remember, I think it was like early 2000s or something whenever it was originally released on GameCube. And since that's a much older game, of course it can run no problem on my computer. In fact, the funny thing is that one, with all the settings I have it set, it has all the settings turned down as well, but yet it looks really no different than the GameCube version. It just looks a little better graphics compared to the GameCube, but that's mainly about it. So since I remember that was a Let's Play that I had started, and this was way back whenever I was still only doing one video a week, actually, instead of the 2 videos that I try to do now. And while with Resident Evil 4 I do longer videos with that because it's a longer game, it takes more time to do. At some point, because I was continuously recording, week after week after week footage for that game, I eventually was all like, I like Resident Evil 4, it's a really fun game, it's a favorite game of mine, but eventually you do get bored playing through the same stuff again and again and again, and that's whenever I've ended up taking a break from it. And since then I actually haven't gone back to the game. I haven't uninstalled it though off of my laptop. It's still on there. The icon is still up there near the top. It's still sitting there, and I do remind myself I will get back into it. But with games that come out and newer stuff that happen and things like that, I just kind of end up putting it off. So I guess at least one good thing that comes out of this failure of the Resident Evil 2 demo not working is, now that I think about it, it kind of gives me a reason to want to go back to Resident Evil 4 and actually try to make it another Let's Play to go along with Spyro in order to play and hopefully maybe finish, actually. Because like I said, my copy of Resident Evil 4 on my Steam account everything is already set to where it should run no problem, and the majority of the time from the main Let's Play we had done, we had very little to no problems with it. And also, now since I've had, by this point, more experience with Bandicam and keeping, an eye out for when it starts to act up, when the game starts acting up, when I start having issues, I'm pretty sure I can probably avoid any sort of major problems. And also, one of the advantages as well of Resident Evil 4 is that there are multiple save files, and that was the method I was using, and where I would save over different little sections where there'd be multiple saves for just one Let's Play itself. So that's probably something we'll go back into. Maybe we'll probably play that along with Spyro and I don't know, I guess like a little bit more of them is fighting herds. Possibly. Yes, no, I'm still debating on that. But yeah, so unfortunately, no RE2 today. But I definitely probably over the weekend, I'll just play my own personal time. I'll probably have to play it on my PS4. And at least in the next video I record, I'll definitely bring it up. I'll discuss it a little bit as far as how, maybe how it plays. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure because I have seen other comments here or there from some people who have kind of complained that the demo doesn't seem to work too well on PC. I'm not sure if this game is kind of being done like what some companies do. There are some companies that they'll design a game, if they're going to release both on PC and on console, some companies will go the route of making it for console first and then porting it over to PC, which if that's the case, I don't know if that's really the best idea, because in that case, you might have to, even when the game fully comes out, you might end up having to have a very strong computer that will have to run it either way. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's still being developed in the same engine as the previous one, which is Resident Evil 7. But as far as RE2 goes, I don't think playing the remake is going to happen. If anything, my best bet would probably be just to play the original Resident Evil 2 or even the original Resident Evil through emulation, actually, because I do have a PlayStation emulator, and the Resident Evil series did start off on the PlayStation. You know, the only downside to playing the old school Resident Evil is that not only does it take a long time to do, but older copies of Resident Evil, unfortunately, have a mechanic of saving where you need to pick up ink ribbons, because typically the save points for Resident Evil is typewriters. And while that typewriter mechanic has still stayed within the main Resident Evil series, it has been modified to where you don't need to go grabbing a whole bunch of ink ribbons and conserving what you can or cannot pick up and so on and so forth. So thankfully that's been changed over the years, and that would be the only downside to playing, you know, emulated versions of the older Resident Evil games, is just that gimmick, unfortunately, that you're having to deal with. So there's that option. There's also probably other games I do want to look into as well that could be fun to play. Like I know, what is it? What's another zombie series that? Oh yes, House of the Dead. There's actually a House of the Dead typing game that is on Steam in their library, believe it or not, in their store, and it's for the Overkill version. So that could be something I could also do. I mean, I can't play it the same as I would, like, you know, Carnival and, you know, other shooting games like that, but at least I could still play it with a typewriter. That'd be fun. I mean, heck, I have a keyboard. I wouldn't need to plug in a controller for that one. But anyway, I guess the whole main point of this video is just to say that unfortunately, RE2 is not going to happen, but I am considering to go ahead and start playing Resident Evil 4 again to accompany Spyro. And then I guess as far as them fighting herds, I've taken a few suggestions into consideration. Maybe what I'll probably do if I decide to do another video on that, I'll probably play as Oleander, maybe one of the other characters, and maybe play through the arcade mode, but play it on an easier difficulty setting to see if that will allow me to actually play more than a couple of characters. But yeah, that's about it, unfortunately. Like I said, I tried. I really did try. And my poor laptop suffered because of it. My poor computer. But, like I said, from what little I could see, you know, what the game allowed me to see, at least I know that the character models look good. I mean, once you kind of get the settings sort of working, the character models don't look bad. But otherwise than that, like I said, I haven't seen anyone else play any part of the demo. I didn't watch anyone else play the demo at all. And I'll probably just play it personally on my own, on my PS4. And I don't know, I'll probably discuss that in the next video. And I guess the good news is that next week, for whatever weird reason, I'm scheduled a lot of days off. So that can allow me a lot of pre-recording time, actually, which will be valuable in the case, especially when it comes to playing Resident Evil 4, unfortunately, because you have to make longer episodes for that, as opposed to most other games, which you can do like 25-30 minutes. With Resident Evil 4, you kind of want to go 45 to 50 if you can. So, yeah, that's probably what we'll do. So that's our game plan then. Instead, we will go back to playing Resident Evil 4 again. We will continue on Spyro, maybe play a little bit of them fighting herds, look into a few other game options. I don't know. I really gotta look through. I honestly gotta search through Steam, especially like some of the indie titles and stuff that they have, and really give it a look and see where we go from there. So regardless of that, I guess I will see you guys around next week with an actual game video, hopefully. At least that's the plan anyway. So I guess I'll see you guys around later. Bye.